hand right up by the chin of House as she comes out early, but Chadwick drives her up against the cage, and we'll see what she can do from here.
And using that grappling there, she did eat a punch on the way in, landed quite flush from Lynnell House, and now she's got her back and landing some punches from there does Lynnell House, and we'll see how she can work from this position.
House has her back. Chadwick trying to spin away. House spinning her back towards the cage. House practicing the 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu style of Jiu-Jitsu once this fight gets to the ground. Said she's met and trained with Eddie Bravo a couple times, considers him a mentor of hers, and will try and use those skills should this fight go to the ground. House doing a good job with the knees up against the cage, but Brett Hamlin happy to stand them up and get ready. They separate them. House coming forward a little bit now, seeming to stalk Chadwick.
And coming forward with a lot more confidence. She looked very nervous at the beginning of the fight, and now after finding herself getting the better of the exchange up against the cage, coming out with a little more confidence. But again, Chadwick pushing her up against the cage, using that cage control. Lynnell House coming on the outside and punching on the way out.
A big combination, right, left, and an uppercut for her trouble when she went back in. House starting to bounce with a little more confidence here.
Setting up the jab, setting up the footwork. And some nice kicks there from Chadwick.
Another high kick, but House has got a bit of a smile on her face. Might be that she smells blood, Jeremy, over the 5-year younger fighter. Not often that's going to happen to a 21-year-old. You have 5 years on your opponent, but that's what's happening here tonight.
Some big punches being landed, pushing Chadwick around, and this is going to have to be a big adjustment coming into the corner for Chadwick at the end of round 1 to deal with the striking of Lynnell House, which has been fairly clinical.
And House doing a good job of cutting off the cage, Jeremy, there, trying to force Chadwick into where she wants to have the fight. And again, avoiding the takedown pretty easily, blocking the kick. House very confident now, dancing around, trying to find her spot, trying to find her opening to take another swing at Victoria Chadwick.
She's got to let her hands go, because right now, you look at Lynnell House, she does not fear the striking of Chadwick, and the kicks are coming from way too far away as we are in the last 10 seconds. That one lands to the body as these two fighters continue to go on. Lynnell House landing some big shots here at the end of the round.
House came out and threw some very solid punches and did a good job of picking her spots. And you know, that certainly seemed to worry the corner of Victoria Chadwick after that first round. We'll see what happens here in round number 2.
And Chadwick trying to find range with these punches. And some big punches being landed by Lynnell House. Trying to come forward is Chadwick, but she needs to get her head and shoulders up if she wants to be successful. And these are big punches being landed, and it doesn't look like Chadwick has any interest in continuing here as she keeps turning away, and she has gone away, and winning this fight will be Lynnell House.